What's up, everybody? This is your favorite cousin, Rich. Now, I know throughout life you've heard this phrase. How do you see life? As the glass half empty or the glass half full? Do you have an abundant mindset or a scarcity mindset? The scarcity mindset would mean when you see a glass, the first thing that you think is, oh, this glass is half full. If you have an abundance mindset, when you see the glass, the first thing that you're going to think is this glass is half full. Get it? Scarcity, half empty, abundance, half full. And this is so important because that subconscious thinking is how you're going to see life. It's going to be when things happen to you, are you going to see it happening to you or for you? Again, when situations arise, are you going to see it as if things are happening to you or for you? If you think things are happening to you, then you're in the scarcity mindset, and that is the glass half empty. If you see things are happening for you, that is the abundance mindset, and that is things are happening for you. If you're seeing things as half empty, you have a negative perception on life. And it'll be hard for you to see the positive in any situation. It'll be hard for you to see the silver lining in any situation. It'll be hard for you to take away points in a situation to help you grow because you see it as half empty. You see it as something negative. You see it as downward. It's hard for you to see the positives. Your mind was already primed for negativity. Your subconscious was primed for negativity. On the flip side, if you see the glass as half full, your mind is primed for opportunity. Your mind is primed for positivity. And that matters about the way that you go through life and you see situations. You might get fired from a job. How do you see that? It's now a loss of income. You can't do anything. You might lose your house. You might lose your job. You might lose your family. Or do you see it as an opportunity for you to start your own, for you to get a better job, for you to go to a better place? Like I said, for you to start your own business, for you to implement new habits, for you to do new things, for you to grow. How do you see life? Me, I would love to see life as half full. So when you see half empty, you already starting on that negative mindset. It's like you got some cookies and you go sit down and it's only a little bit of milk left. It's like, damn, I'm not even going to be able to have fun. Or you can be like, damn, I'm about to enjoy this little bit of milk that's left. I'm about to have a ball. And it's going to be the best milk and cookies I done had in a while. It all comes down to how do you see life. How you see life will dictate your outcomes, point blank period. How you see life will dictate your outcomes. Like I said, if you're seeing life is happening for you, the glass is half full, you're going to be on a positive trajectory through life. Even if you might have some stumbling blocks, some things may not work out your way, whatever the case may be, you're going to have a better outlook and better outcome of life than if you see the glass is half empty. When you see the glass is half empty, you're already going down the negative path. Everything in your life is on. When you at the gym, you got 30 minutes left, you're like, damn, I only got 30 minutes left. And you start getting sad about the things that you can't do. Or you at the gym and you got 30 minutes left, you start looking at them like, all right, bet, I only got 30 minutes left. This is about to be the best 30 minutes. I'm about to get it in. Woo, woo. You start doing supersets. You start doing this. You take less rest breaks, all this. Now, at the end of the 30 minutes, the person who looked down probably only did 1 or 2 more exercises. The other person probably did 3 or 4 or 5 different exercises with some supersets and burned a lot more calories or whatever the case may be. All because of how they saw that perceived time, that perceived thing in front of them. And it's the same way with you. When you see certain obstacles, you see certain things in life, it's how do you perceive it? How you perceive it is going to be your outcome. Again, how you perceive it is going to be your outcome. If you try to perceive it in the best light, it'll work like that. It has to. That's the way that this works. It has to happen like that. If you see it as positive, or as positive as it can be, or if you try to find the silver lining and try to make that as positive as it can be. But if you don't, it's not going to work out for you. Because everything will always be on the negative trajectory. Everything will always be negative. Everything will always be not enough. You won't learn how to make the best out of situations. You won't know how to pick the silver lining out of situations. That's why I said when it comes down to it, it's a hard situation. It's a hard choice. But sometimes when you start seeing the benefits of choosing the positive situations and the positive thought patterns, you start seeing that it's more beneficial for you than you choosing the negative. You start seeing how beneficial it is for you to start thinking in a positive light. To start thinking that the glass is half full than half empty. Is that either way, you still using energy. Either way, you're still using thought power. You're still using the same thought power when you think negative versus when you think positive. When you're thinking that the glass is half empty versus the glass is half full, you're still using the same thought power. You're still using the same energy. So you might as well use that energy towards something positive and productive that might get you a better outcome for now and for later versus that negative thinking, that negative mindset of thinking that the glass is half empty. Because when you think about the glass is half empty, you're not going to get the outcomes that you truly desire. Versus when you think that the glass is half full. It's not going to happen. It's not. That's cognitive dissonance if you think that. It's cognitive dissonance if you truly think that if you see the glass half empty, that you will get what you truly deep down desire. It's impossible. The universe and the world don't work like that. Again, how you see life, how you see situations is going to determine the outcome. How you see these things is going to determine your outcome. If you try to take the positive away from it and grow from it, and you see something positive in it, a silver lining in it that can be positive, you take that and run with it. Because you can start building positive momentum. Again, like I just said, it's all momentum. When you see the glass half empty, that's downward momentum. It's like you're going down a slope hill, a steep hill fast. Accelerate it. Versus when you see the glass half full, you're going on an upward trajectory. It's like you in a ski lift going to the top of the hill. Things are going to start opening up for you. You're going to start seeing life in a better light. It's all about how do you see life and how you choose to see life, I should say. Like I said, using the same power, using the same energy, using the same everything. So wouldn't you want to switch and change your mindset to the thinking and the thought patterns that will render you what you truly desire? And if that's the case, you have to start seeing the glasses half full. Someone may reject you, right? Someone you may really like may reject you. However, they may reject you, they may reject you. Or it doesn't work out as you thought. You could see it as, oh, I don't get to have this person. Glass half empty ass thinking. Or It didn't work out. Now I have opportunities to find my perfect match. Now I have opportunities to, go around the world single and still enjoy life and this and this and this and this. And I know that the universe will bring that proper person into me. Or if that was my proper person, then it wasn't the right time. But I do know that everything's going to work out. So right now I'm going to enjoy the moment as I see fit. Which person do you think is going to have the better outcome? Which person do you think is going to get the desire that they truly, wish for, or the desire that's going to have them in complete fulfillment? Was it the person who was down or felt down about the rejection, or the person who had to see the rejection in a positive light? Because it's all energy and momentum. So once you bring that negative thinking in, guess what? It's going to be a downward spiral of negative thinking. But then when you have positive thinking, guess what? It's going to be an upward trajectory of positive thoughts and positive outcomes. So how do you choose to see life? Half empty or half full? Half full, half empty. It's all up to you. Like I said, it takes the same brain power, it takes the same energy for which way you want to think. It don't take no more, no less. To me, to be honest with you, I think it takes even more. Well, no, I take that back, because the body loves comfortability. We love comfortability, and a lot of times the safe space and comfortability is the negative thinking, because it doesn't allow us to move forward. So therefore, I will say that it is easier to think negatively. It is easier to stay stagnant. It is easier to stay where, to have that comfortable thinking. But it does not get you what you truly desire. It does not. It does not. So I will say momentarily, when things arise, it's easier, or it takes the same energy on how you think, but to maintain it, it is slightly harder for you to think positive. But I would say this: it's harder to think positive if you've always been thinking negative. If you've always been conditioned to think negatively, it will be harder for you to think positively. If you've been conditioned to think positively, then that's what it is. That's your reality. It's easy. I would say I'm at a point now where I'm leaning more towards it's easier for me to think positively, and it's equal thinking versus negative thinking, and in that route. Because at any time a negative thought may pop up or anything of that sort, you just automatically think, how is this going to move me forward? How is this going to get me to what I truly desire? That's what you have to ask yourself. How is this thinking or mind frame or mindset that I have now going to truly get me to what I truly desire? And if it don't, you got to cut it out. You have to cut it out, because it's not going to bring you what you truly desire. Point blank period. Again, how you see life will dictate what you receive from life. If you see the glass half full, you're going to have an abundant life. If you see the glass is half empty, well, you know what that's going to bring you. Anyways, let me know how y'all feel about this. This Rich. Y'all be safe out there. Love and blessings.